Completely useless. It's a paperweight. Except it flies. It's a flying paperweight. Only 7 energy on that thing. Not the most useful medevac ever. And this, man, this drop is really the hero, I'd say, actually. It's got a lot of drones. Let's see how many drones it's got. Oh boy. I would manage to say at least 50 of those drones were just from this one drop. That is a whole lot. And it was a very nicely timed drop. I'm not going to take away from it. That was a perfect time to drop while he was attacking over here. But mostly so many drones died because there were so many drones here. He should have sent them over. He should have done something else with them. And unfortunately, ideally he would have just taken them all away from the Marines, but he was too busy fighting the battle. That was a really nice drop, actually. That's what you should always do as a Terran player. While you're attacking, also drop, and at some point they're gonna have to mess up somewhere, either at the front or at the drop, and both can be very deadly. Of course, I say this as if the Terran player is in a very good position, but actually he's almost mined out right here, and he has yet to get a third up, so he's actually so low on minerals. He won't be able to reinforce for quite a while. This is really his only army right now, unfortunately. Now when that comes up, it will of course be immediately saturated, which will really help, but it still has a little way to go, and oh no, that could have been the worst thing that happened to the Terran player. His last remaining army just gets destroyed because he looked away for a second, and fungal growths and banelings just took him out. Ugh, not the best. This drop did commence, but it was cleaned up by a little task force that was smartly left here. And the medevacs actually do survive, but he lost a lot of Marines. So he pretty much lost all of his army. This is the remaining army. If Zerg counterattacked right now, he would win. I don't care what he has, he would win. Send all those drones, he would still win. But yeah, finally the third up, getting a planetary fortress once again. No turrets though. It seems like he's figured out that no mutas will be on their way. He was of course in the main base for at least 3 times, I think. So he saw everything. He saw all the tech, and I'm not sure if he saw this Ultralis cavern. Let me see. No, he did not. So he doesn't know quite the tech path he's choosing. Sorry. But he would have to figure that it would either be Ultralisks or since there's no Spire, probably Ultralisks. Hopefully that's what he's thinking, but who knows. Now these, oh my god, beautiful fungal. That is a money fungal. That is amazing. Did you see how many SCVs died right there? Holy snap. Oh my god, beautiful. Oh boy, that was like 10 or more SCVs per those 2 fungals. That was his entire mineral line. That is just insane. Now this, he's using the remainder of his army to go ahead and take out the spores, which is actually really what he needed, but now he needs to just pick up and leave. Pick up and leave. There he goes. Picks up, loses only a few Marines in the process, and leaves. Very nice. Exactly what he needed. Now he's on almost similar economy. Unfortunately lost all those SCVs, so he really needs to start sending mules down to really make up for that. And he is, so it's still not the best economy, but at least right now he's not incredibly behind. He could have been a lot more behind, trust me. Of course now the Zerg player wising up, leaving his task force everywhere around the map to deal with any drops, because right now the only way he could lose is if drops absolutely killed him. A drop right here taking out his tech, horrible. A drop over here taking out that 4th again, even worse. Like, so he really needs to just leave these little packs to stall at least, or just take out the small drops if they come. Now these infestors, the last 2 remaining from that 4 infestor hit squad, going into the main, it looks like, and the supply depot is down to let those reinforcements come forward, Terran player, but this will be his downfall as the infestors just go ahead and say, hey, what's up, Terran base, I'm in it, deal with it, and here goes some infested Terrans. Happy birthday. Actually, wow, that's really smart. He lifted a supply depot, made sure they cannot get out. Unfortunately, this means that there's no reinforcements. They're dying, and if they didn't die, they wouldn't be able to get out. So this is his last army on the map right now. Now, unfortunately, for a Zerg player, he's a little out of position. He was following it, and now he's out of position, so it will be able to get situated nice right here. And he really needed this. He did not want to attack the front where all that stuff is, so this is the perfect positioning, the best if you'll ever find one. I don't know if it's quite enough. That is a huge Zerg army with lots of infestors with full energy, lots of banelings as well. He needs to make the split of his life. And this one tank not going to be the hero, and he doesn't keep the split, so everything gets bungled. Oh, and that just cleaned up. That was brutal. He takes one Ultralist down, but the infestors are surviving. Ooh, nice. He actually started targeting him down. That's the smartest thing he could do right there. It's really come down to the wire right now, so there's only I say it's really smart to take out those infestors, because why not, if you're gonna die anyways, but it's looking bad for a champ player. His third just got up really late. He didn't have that ball that he needed at the time he needed it. And now the Zerg player is really free to get that army that's gonna be so scary. Ultras, infestors, cracklings, and banelings too. Oh my. I couldn't resist. But yeah, it's gonna be really scary. And these Zerglings over here, check that out. We have a good number of banelings being made, and of course they're going right for that planetary. The only way this planetary would survive, if there was 2 tanks that got the perfect hits and about 2 lines of bunkers. That would be the only way it would survive. Unfortunately, he has none of that. No tanks, no bunkers, a lot of marines, not the best against banelings. And these infestors even coming back to help. Oh, they're gonna be taken out though! No, infestors! You were heroes. Oh well. The banelings now rolling in, and no, there it goes. At the very least, he saved all his marines and all his CVs. I gotta give him that. Unfortunately, check out his money. Nada. Nada. He needs to start long distance mining. He really needs actually to lift this up and put that over there. It's his last hope. He doesn't have enough money, and he doesn't really have the money to get an army, much less an expansion. And yeah, he needs both. So that's a problem. Just got to start using his orbital commands. He's going in for the final ditch, I'd say. All his marines are in yellow and red or orange, and now they're just dying, plain dying. These fungals are just so terrifying. Full energy infested, taking out the marines, taking out the medevacs, taking out the tanks. SCD is still long mining, and that's the only remaining attacking units really, besides these 4 marines. And he says, GG, well played. And it was well played. Our champ player actually was playing very smartly, and he would do the small things that, you know, you really see professional players do. You know, going for the infestors when you knew your drop was gonna die, lifting the supply depot in a very clutch moment, you know, and his macro was fine. It just, you know, each engagement that he did, after a while, it just started becoming worse and worse for him in the trade. And unfortunately, just, you know, there was like 5 minutes where he didn't have a third, and he couldn't continue getting his army. So each army was roughly the same size, and each Zerg army was getting bigger, unfortunately. So, very well played by both players. Very well played. And actually, I'd say Terran player was actually playing a little bit better. I'm gonna be honest here. Maybe I'm just more critical of Zerg, but having all those drones right there forever, not really having the forces when he needed it. Now, he did take out that third, which is actually much more important than it really looked, even though he lost his third and fourth in the process. That actually probably saved him the game, actually, but any other time, I'd say that wasn't worth it. But it was this time, luckily. But, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I am Zombie Grub once again. Follow me on Twitter at ZG Gaming, and obviously my Twitch, follow me here if you'd so be nice. Click the follow button and check out my schedule, and I will see you guys later.